9.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
The best ideas are free with Ben Young from Bwaggy.com.
Yes, the best ideas are free, bwaggy.com. G'day there, Ben.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today, talking about how to get your ideas off the ground.
Yes. So, as is the nature of what I do, I get to meet tons of people with really, really cool ideas all the time.
Yeah.
The biggest struggle that people generally have is getting the idea off the ground. How do they get it started?
Where to start in the first place?
Yeah, how do they get it from this this idea that they've got on their head into something in action? And the number one constraint that I keep hearing is time. They don't have the time to do it.
Often because you're busy doing whatever it is at the moment, maybe a day job or whatever.
Whatever you do right now, right? Tons of people have a family, so it adds even more time pressure.
Yeah.
They might have a lot of commitments outside of work. Their work life might be relatively stressful or high pressure, or they have to work long hours anyway.
Yeah.
So the reality is they're having a lot of difficulty freeing up some time to work on this idea.
Yeah.
And so what I normally say is, number one, the key thing with getting an idea off the ground is committing time and attention to it. So even if it's 15 minutes a day, that's 15 minutes each and every day that your idea isn't getting at the moment. And what I've found is the easiest way to get that 15 minutes is to maybe cut back on one TV show a week.
Yeah.
New Zealand as a nation, we're very polarising.
Yeah.
When you look at the world, we have one of the highest amounts of outdoors time, but also one of the highest amounts of TV watching time.
True. Yeah.
So if you just free up a couple of shows, maybe Short and Street or something like that.
Cut out half the news. You only need to see the first half.
Yeah. Well,
if that first 15 minutes, you've generally got it.
Well, the reality is you only really need 15 minutes a day to get started, right? To think about your idea, plan it out. What would it cost? What do you want it to do? Where won't it work? Maybe even start building it. So that's the first way, and lots of people can kind of do that. The other way is if your idea actually requires a lot more resources to get it started. It's not something you can do in 15 minutes, half an hour a day, and slowly chip off. It's something you've got to put 20 hours a week in, or 40 hours. Excuse me. The other way is to hire someone else to execute it. And so, personally, I use both of these methods, like just chipping off a little bit of time here or there. I did quit watching a few TV shows ages ago, which freed up so much time. You don't realise that you could spend 2 hours an evening watching TV. When that's productive time and it's something you're passionate about, it completely changes your day. The other way that I was talking about is pay someone else to execute it. So there's nothing more motivating than seeing your money going out the door for someone else to work on your own idea.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of a hack I use to make sure I'm actually super keen on the idea. Because after a few weeks of doing that, you realise that you want to take a bit more ownership and direction of the idea, so you'll free up more time. So what this allows you to do is gain some momentum, get someone else to kick it off. It forces you to plan it out. It forces you to delegate.
Yeah.
And then put in some, reporting metrics in terms of how's progress going, what's happening. And also you see money going out the door each week, so it keeps you motivated to keep on track. So it's just a nice little way of making sure that your idea actually happens, rather than, and this is the most painful thing you can do with an idea, is let it fester for 6, 9 months, 2, 3, 4 years, when really you should be trying it and actually seeing if it is going to happen, and if it can't happen, knowing that, and then getting on to the next idea.
Yeah, and getting past it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because how can you get into the third and fourth idea if you haven't tackled the first and second, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just a few hints there.
Yeah. Just a few hints there
to get your idea off the ground. You can continue the conversation with Ben over on Twitter, twitter.com/Bwaggy, also Bwaggy.com. See you, Ben.
Cheers.